Darts Nutz. I'm just going to do a few short videos on some tips on certain things with darts. This one is just how to fix your loose stems. Quite a lot of people often ask this question, keep saying, oh, my stems are working loose. It usually applies to aluminium stems because I think with it being metal on metal, there's nothing really to bite in and it feels kind of slidey, and they usually come loose as you're throwing them. One thing you can use is these little rubber O-rings. You can get about 50 for £1. Just tiny little silicone rubber rings, and don't bother trying to apply the ring like that. There's a couple of ways you could do it. You could either buy the applicator and you put that on there, and then you put the rubber ring over it and slide it towards the thread, which is quite an easy way, but there's even an easier way. Just attach the stem to your barrel, get the rubber O-ring, put it over the end, and then just roll it down till it gets to where it's needed, and then just tighten the stem, and that's it. It's perfectly nice and tight now, so it doesn't come loose. There's an alternative. If you haven't got rubber O-rings, you can use plumber's tape, PTFE tape. All you need to do is just break a little piece off. I'm not going to do it perfect because I'm just trying to do it quick, but if you want to do it nice and neat, you can cut it to size if you want, and then just apply that to the threads on the stem and wrap it around. Like I say, this isn't neat, but if you want to take your time and do it neater, you can. But the thing with this tape is it's very thin, so it'll just mold into the shape of the thread, and then you just put it in, and again it helps to keep the stem tight. Now if you haven't got plumber's tape, you could use cling film. It's a little bit more fiddly with that because it's so thin. Or you could use part of your plastic bag from a flight or whatever accessory might have been in it. With this you'll just have to cut a piece to size, or cut it roughly to size. It won't stick though, that's the only thing with this. I can't even see what I'm doing. But just apply it in the same way that you do with the tape. It's a little bit more fiddly with this, but if you're in a push for something to use, this will work. And then when you squeeze it in, obviously there's some excess there, you can just rip that off, but it does the same job, keeps the stem tight. Actually it feels tighter than it was with the rubber O-rings. So basically all you're doing is trying to fill in the gap and give something to bite into the thread, and little thin pieces of plastic. So that's how you keep your stems from working loose.